What's going on, guys? So, due to a podcast from Game Informer yesterday, we got a lot of information coming out for Spider-Man PS4. Now, in this podcast, there's three guys that speak upon their visit to Insomniac Games. They all played the game. They played the first mission of the game, and they found out a lot about the game. The classic Spider-Man suit is in the game. In fact, you play in the classic Spider-Man suit in the first mission of the game, which is pretty cool. They also elaborate that you have to get crafting materials to craft other Spider-Man suits. So that is pretty cool right there. I like that they bring in a RPGist type element to the game. Have you out there grinding for these crafting materials to make the next Spider-Man suit. Hopefully there's like an animation of him making it. That would be really tight. I would sit there and watch every animation. And hopefully it's a little bit different every time he makes a suit. Like you can see him putting on the spikes on the Punk Spider-Man suit or something like that. That would be really tight, and I have a feeling that Insomniac Games have implemented something like that. Also, you found out about Mary Jane and the relationship with Peter Parker and Mary Jane. They've been in on and off relationship for about 6 years, and they haven't spoke in 6 months. So you see that first conversation of them speaking for the first time after 6 months of not speaking to each other at all. And Mary Jane does know that Peter Parker is Spider-Man. I mean, after 6 years of being with Peter Parker, you would sort of catch on to that type of stuff of him just going out and saving people. They speak a little bit more about interacting with New Yorkers, with regular people around the city, and as I said in the previous video, you get to give them fist pumps or high fives and take selfies with them and so on and so forth. But you also can do, like, for instance, they said something about there was a couple of people playing basketball and Spider-Man went there and he interrupted the game. He even grabbed the ball and slung it around or whatever the case may be. I think he threw it. That would be kind of an asshole move. Like, you interrupt the game, he just throw away the basketball. But whatever, Spider-Man, they'll probably cheer that he even showed up. But that is pretty cool. Hopefully there's other things, because they did mention that there was a couple of people on a roof of a building having a party. So maybe you could even interrupt that and maybe grab a drink, a fruit punch, or eat a little snack. I don't know. We'll see how the interaction with these New Yorkers and regular people are in this game. It sounds like they're doing more than just regular high-fiving people. So that's pretty damn cool that you get to interact with them a little bit more than just what we've seen before in Spider-Man games. Now, also about these suits, each suit is gonna have a unique power to it, and with for instance, the Punk Spider-Man suit, he has a shockwave type power to it, and you can transfer that power. If that's your favorite unique power to a suit, and your favorite suit, say, is the classic Spider-Man suit, you can transfer that power to the classic Spider-Man suit. Just rock the classic Spider-Man suit, but also rocking the power that the Punk Spider-Man brought with it. That is pretty damn cool that you could do that. I wonder if like, say this shockwave move is a game changer. Maybe it's like an overpowered move. I doubt it, but it's pretty cool that you can do things like that. I wonder what these other suits have. Like, what's the power suit, the Insomniac suit? What is the unique thing about that? What is the unique thing about the classic suit? I really want to know, and hopefully soon they at least have information about those two suits and give it to us. Also, they also mentioned at the beginning of the game that Peter Parker was wearing two wristbands. And in these wristbands, his web shooter's attached to it. So they might be some sort of magnet, or maybe they're clips. I'm not too sure. We will have to wait and see. And hopefully they release this gameplay that they played, because I'm really wanting to see that. But that sounds pretty cool. It sort of reminds me of what Tony Stark wore in the Avengers to call in his suit when they mentioned the wristbands on his wrist. But it could look totally different. It could look like something else. I'm not too sure, but it sounds pretty cool. It's pretty cool that they're really implementing a lot of tech into Spider-Man and him being a big tech head, because nowadays scientists would be tech heads. Maybe not. I don't know scientists in real life. I'm just figuring, because tech has a lot to do with everything now. Let me know in the comments down below if you know a scientist and if he's a big tech head or not. They also mentioned that where Peter Parker works is a spoiler, so I'm guessing it's not at the Daily Bugle. And they also hinted that maybe Mary Jane works at the Daily Bugle. So Peter Parker does not work at the Daily Bugle, but where he works is a spoiler. I'm not too sure what spoiler that could be. I'm really interested to see what it is. I wouldn't think it's Oscorp, because they also said at the beginning of the game you see a eviction notice slip through the bottom of his door. So if he's working at Oscorp, he wouldn't be broke. But what job would be such a spoiler that they wouldn't want to tell us? Also, the Wakanda embassy is in the game. And on top of that, the Avengers Tower, as I said yesterday's video. Now, the Wakanda embassy and the Avengers Tower, man, I'm really excited to see if they're gonna have any Easter eggs with the other characters popping up in the game. Even if they don't pop up as in Spider-Man talks to them, if they pop up on the screen, because you know, not even if it's like Tony Stark actually talking, even if it's something in a way like Tony Stark build such and such, or Tony Stark donated such and such to this donation. Something like that would be cool. Or even if it's on a newspaper post, it would be cool. Spider-Man and Iron Man. Oh my God, Spider-Man and Iron Man defeated Dr. Octopus or something like that. That would, oh man, that'd be sick. And that would be like the ultimate tease for us to be like, oh, we might see Iron Man throughout this game, and we never see him. That would be pretty trollish, but still pretty cool if they had that in the game. Now, last but not least, they already have DLC plans for the game. As I said in my previous video, there's no microtransactions in the game, but the DLC plans is the City That Never Sleeps initiative. What that entails could mean anything. I mean, New York right now, it's the city that never sleeps. So maybe it would be Spider-Man, you know, doing night missions, because as we see in all the gameplays, we never see a gameplay moment of Spider-Man during the night, like going to stop crying during the night. That'd be pretty cool, and that could really showcase some impressive visuals. Like, say Spider-Man shows up to a crime scene and there's a whole bunch of cop lights. That'll look freaking pretty, but that's just me imagining. Now, as I said, they never had a gameplay clip of Spider-Man at night, so that makes me even think, like, is there gonna be a day and night cycle? But if there isn't, maybe this is a way for them to bring in nighttime New York and having new DLC with new villains or whatever the case may be. I guarantee Insomniac Games is gonna knock it out. The game already looks like a knockout, and I really can't wait. So that's pretty much it for today's video. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think about this information, even about my crazy little theories and wants for the game, just me brainstorming while doing this video. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think about this information. Do you guys like the fact that Spider-Man's been Spidey for 8 years? Do you rather have a younger one? Mary Jane should be with Spider-Man? Whatever the case may be, let me know. and hit the like button and subscribe. It helps the channel a lot. Let's try to get this video to at least 10 likes. At least 10 likes. Alright guys, so that's it. I'll see you guys later. Peace.